The rift between the UK and EU seems to be growing ever wider as the bloc's officials line up to trade spiky comments on the country's decision to quit the union.
I will express myself in French because slowly but surely English is losing importance in Europe.
These quips from European officials towards the UK, they keep on coming, and they're not even that underhand anymore. You saw Jean-Claude Juncker talking there about the English language, and he appears to suggest that the UK is leaving the club and taking the English language along with it. But what we're seeing is that this increasing hostility between the UK and the European Union is kind of turning more and more divorce-like, where you sort of agree to be civil in the beginning, but very quickly tempers are frayed and insults start flying across the room. In fact, the Belgian Prime Minister described it rather well.
We are splitting like a divorce. You need to address the material issues, financial, who gets the kids, transitional measures, and it is only afterwards that we can look to the future. You have to turn a page before you start writing the next one. And it is up to Mrs. May to understand this.
Brussels appears to have been rather irked by Theresa May's rather bold accusation that the European Union is sticking its oar into the British general election that's coming up in just 5 weeks' time. The UK's Brexit Secretary, David Davis, he's been the latest to weigh in from the British side.
Clearly what was happening was the Commission was trying to bully the British people, and the British people will not be bullied.
One of the most colourful reactions to come from Europe in response to Theresa May's claims of EU meddling has come from the European Commission's spokesperson, Margaritis Skinhas. And he said that the EU is simply too busy to bother interfering with the British general election. He said that the issue of Brexit is, in fact, a very small item on the overall agenda of the European Commission. It has plenty of other things to do, and that the 30 minutes per week that the EU Commission can devote to Brexit is well and truly up for this week. Well, there is one man calling for calm amidst all this insult flinging, and that is the President of the European Council, Donald Tusk. He's been trying to cool tempers. He's trying to act as the voice of reason, calling for calm, suggesting that if both sides aren't careful, it could be impossible to get around the negotiating table and that it could all end in tears.
Polly Boyko reporting there. And the signs already seem to suggest that this could be one messy divorce.
Handshake. Handshake.
It is clear that a third party, and this is what Great Britain will be, cannot and will not have the same rights or even a better position than a member state of the European Union. I need to make it clear here because I have the feeling that some in Britain still have that illusion.
27 other European countries are lining up to oppose us.